Today, we're gonna be comparing eyeball sizes of a bunch of animals and creatures to see whose is the biggest.
It's me! My eyeballs are the biggest! Spoiler alert!
It's obviously not you, Kylie. Your eyes are no bigger than the rest of ours.
Okay, but I warned you.
Look, we are starting with a normal and to use for comparison, and it's only gonna go up from here.
Oh, you don't even know the start of it, Sam. Trust me when I say you guys are gonna want to stay tuned to the very end because I had no idea just how big eyeballs could get. And look at that eye. Oh my god, a horsefly? It's already so much bigger than an ant eyeball. And a frog? Look at that. You can't even see the ant's eyeball.
Well, ants are pretty tiny.
Aw, it's so itty bitty.
But look at that frog pupil. I guess I kind of knew that they had horizontal slits, but seeing it like that is kind of creepy.
Whoa, it reminds me that of a dinosaur.
A dinosaur? That doesn't look anything like a dinosaur.
No, I mean the eyeball, Spark, but I want to see more.
Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so it looks like a frog is 4.9 millimeters in diameter. And now we're going all the way up to a hummingbird and a chicken at 6 millimeters in diameter?
You know, when you put it in a comparison chart like this, I didn't know chickens could have such big eyeballs compared to that of an ant.
Yeah, and it's kind of like bloodshot. Is the eyeball okay?
It looks like it's on fire.
It does not look like it's on fire. It's just a little bit red.
But look at the orange parts.
Oh, I guess the pupil does kind of look like it's on fire. All right, fair enough. I'm sorry. I'm a man enough to admit when I'm wrong, Kylie.
An eagle and a rat? There isn't even any sclera on a rat.
Yeah, wait, that's crazy. But you're telling me that an eagle has the same eyeball size as a chicken? How is that fair?
Well, the difference between eagles and chickens is that eagles can fly.
Right, but they've got like way better eyesight, right? So how do they have the same size eyeball as a chicken?
Well, duh. Eagles have a lot more defined eyesight, but I can't help but think that if I started explaining, it would take the entirety of this video.
Do you guys think I could have eyes like the rat?
I don't think you want that. Why don't we stick more with like the monkey eyes at 8.2 in diameter? At least then you get a pupil.
Whoa, but a pigeon eyeball is bigger than a monkey's?
Yeah, that's crazy. And a dolphin is at 10? But wait, a bear's at 11? That's huge.
Well, bears are huge creatures.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But honestly, I'm kind of surprised that a dolphin's eyeball is so small. Aren't they supposed to be like crazy intelligent?
Yeah, dolphins are insanely intelligent. I mean, whoa, the fact that dolphins can be able to comprehend math.
They can comprehend math?
They can, yeah.
Oh, then they're smarter than Kylie.
Hey, at least I'm smarter than you are.
Says who?
Oh, come on, you two. We're trying to look at eyeballs here, not eyeing at each other.
Oh, like the fox.
You're telling me that a python and a fox both have bigger eyeballs than a bear does?
They do.
That's crazy, but check out that python pupil. It's insane.
Whoa, they're so cool.
We're already up to 16 millimeters in diameter. When is humans gonna pop up? Oh, wait, speaking of humans, do you guys see those footsteps behind the eyeballs?
Wait, look at the kitty cat.
Yes, kitty cat, nice.
He's so fluffy.
You guys, there's definitely somebody walking around back there. Do you think he's the guy who has this weird eyeball collection?
Spark, when you put it that way, I'm not too sure whether or not we should touch upon that.
Okay. But see, again, you're telling me that an octopus and a wolf have a bigger eyeballs than still a bear and a dolphin?
Well, yeah, it's really strange, but it's super cool. If memory serves me correctly, octopus are the only ones that have rectangular.
Oh, wait, that's it. No, it's octopidal. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yep, octopidal.
Did you look that up just now?
No, I remembered it from science class. Octopidal.
He totally looked it up.
Let me know what the real word is in the comment section, please, so I look smart. Okay, up next, we got a kangaroo. So a kangaroo has the same sized eyeball as a wolf, but look at the difference in their pupils. And then a black panther has a 21.2 millimeter diameter eyeball?
Oh, that is super cool.
It's not that big, but it does look like it's got a similar sized eyeball to a dog. Why do these eyeballs just keep getting redder and redder? Look, our rhino's got a 23 millimeter diameter eyeball, but it's like entirely red.
You know, I am not surprised that rhinosauruses have all these red sclera. Oh, especially when they're out and about in the dirt all day. And it gets in their eyes. Oh, I can't even imagine.
Ew.
At this point, we're like 7 times bigger than a bear's eyeball. You're seriously telling me that a rhino has that much bigger eyeball than a bear? Even a dog, that's like triple, 4 times, 5 times. I don't even remember what this size was. Someone go back in the video and leave a comment down below telling us how big a bear's eyeball was.
Yeah, and while you guys do that, be sure to press the like button.
Yeah, do that. All right, whatever. Let's take a look at some other eyeballs.
You're telling me that a sheep's eyes is bigger than a dog's?
That's what I'm saying. This has got to be all wrong. Look, a crocodile is just got a bright red eyeball. I guess that's from the salt water.
Oh, crocodiles. Oh, their eyeballs are super nice.
And then we've got a human eyeball, finally, at 24.2 millimeters in diameter. And it's bright blue. It looks like my eyeball.
Ooh. You know, Kylie may have been right with having giant eyeballs.
Oh, no, we're only halfway through this video, so these eyeballs are gonna get exponentially bigger.
Wait, so you're telling me that there's bigger eyeballs than a human?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's keep watching. Got an owl eyeball and a tiger. I guess that makes sense. But a deer at 28 millimeters in diameter?
Oh, I didn't know a deer had such big eyes.
Well, there is such thing as doe eyes.
Yeah, look at the tiger's eyeball. It looks like the Mariana Trench. It's like a really deep water lagoon. It looks super pretty, actually.
Oh, it looks like a geode.
Yeah, I guess a geode. We could have gone with what I said, but I guess you just had to one-up me there, Sam.
We could always have 2 different interpretations as to what a tiger eyeball
No,
looks
my
like.
interpretation is king. Okay, there's definitely somebody walking around back there. Look, see? Why does he have so many eyeballs?
Maybe he's a collector.
29 millimeters in diameter? That's like the size of my hand.
Yeah, Spark. And guess what? Who knew that the iris of the eyeball could look like a solar eclipse?
Oh, that's actually a really good analogy. It definitely does. But this is one that we can stare into, as long as we don't want to get like kicked in the face by a zebra.
Well, that's true.
I heard Kylie got kicked in the head by a zebra, and that's why she's so stupid.
Hey, I thought he was being friendly.
Oh my gosh! Look at the elephant eyeball, guys! We just jumped up by like 10 millimeters. And that pupil is insane! It looks like a solar storm on the sun.
Oh, it does. Do you think I could have eyes like that?
Probably not.
I mean, through a microscope you can. Our eyes look so cool underneath one.
And remember, our human eyeballs were what, 22, 25 millimeters in diameter? Which means that we're way bigger now.
But that is true. Who knew that all of these animals have such cool eye sizes?
Right? And pupils, too. Okay, now we're... What? Whoa! We just jumped up another 10 to a horse? And an ostrich?
An ostrich?
We just jumped by like 30 millimeters.
Oh, look at the shark.
A shark? I get. That makes sense. But you're telling me that an ostrich with its tiny itty bitty head has a bigger eyeball than a bear?
That's what I'm saying. Who knew that an ostrich could be at least 2 times bigger in terms of eye size in comparison to a bear?
It's more than 2 times bigger than a human eyeball. We were at 22, 25, so it's more than 2 times.
Oh, right. I could be mistaking something. What was it again? Oh no, I think I forgot.
It's okay, I don't blame you. I mean, this is really hard to perceive. We just jumped up so much. I mean, a horse, I kind of get because, I mean, they gotta have good eyesight like the eagle because they're super fast. And a tiger shark, I guess they're super fast, but they need water eyeballs? What makes an eyeball a water eyeball?
Maybe it's because of how glossy it is.
Oh, that's actually a really good point. Nice one, Kylie.
Thanks.
All right, let's see. Oh, we just jumped up again! And now we're looking at dinosaurs? Oh my gosh, 80 millimeters in diameter is a T-Rex and 92 is a Spinosaurus?
Guys, can I have a T-Rex eye?
I'm not too sure we can even grab any of those anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know where this guy got this collection, but Kylie, T-Rexes haven't been around for more than 600 million years.
But it's right there. We could just take it.
What, you're gonna take it from this mysterious guy's collection? He's already weird enough that he keeps eyeball collections. Do you really want to steal from this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, your funeral, Kylie. Let's keep going and see what's bigger. Oh my gosh. It just jumped up so high! A blue whale at 152.4 millimeters in diameter? That's like bigger than I am. Sam.
And you're telling me a blue whale's eyeball could look like a black hole?
Oh my gosh, it does. Yo, my bicep's still bigger though.
What bicep, Spark?
Oh, you mean this one right here? And this one right there? Which ticket to the gun show, ladies? Oh, suck it, blue whale.
Sam, I think he's crazy.
Yeah, I'm really glad the viewers didn't have to see that because, I don't know Kylie, but his arms kind of look like sticks.
Hey, I heard that! Oh my gosh. Speaking of big, what is that? We just jumped up again by another 100 millimeters at 230 millimeters almost in diameter. We've got the Ophthalmosaurus? Ophthalmosarian?
We're gonna need to work on your pronunciation, Spark.
Oh, I nailed it. What do you mean? You need to work on yours. Thank you very much.
You mean the Ophthalmosaurus?
The yeah. Let's see who's bigger than that guy.
It's a giant squid.
Are giant squids even real? Aren't they supposed to be myths?
Well, I heard that they still exist, but they only exist in the deepest of waters. Oh, this gets me so excited.
So how do we know what their eyeball looks like?
Oh, I heard that it's only estimated through digital imagery. We have giant supercomputers that actually can be able to measure things from underwater. Oh, it's so interesting.
Nerd.
I call it being smart.
It's Godzilla! What would Godzilla's eyeball is 850 millimeters in diameter? Okay, now that's probably comparable to my bicep.
Wait, can I have eyes like him?
Sure, Kylie. If you can find Godzilla out there in the real world and you can challenge him to a duel in exchange for his eyeball, you can have his eyeball.
Really?
Yeah, but you gotta beat Godzilla.
But Godzilla doesn't even exist.
Neither does the giant squid, right? I mean, how do we know that Godzilla's not down there in the depths of the ocean with all the giant squids?
I don't think there's any world that could fit Godzilla, though.
No, I see him all the time in the movies. He's definitely real.
Guys, who's gonna tell him?
Tell me what? What are you saying? Like, there's the original Godzillas. There's the remakes. There's King Kong. There's Godzilla versus King Kong.
And let's just press the play button like so.
Okay. Weird, but fine. But who's even bigger than Godzilla? Oh my god, it's King Kong.
It's King Kong! Just look at him!
At 1,310 millimeters in diameter? Okay, that one, I have to, that's bigger than my muscles. Yep, that's huge. That's huge. That's literally like as big as I am.
Come to think of it, how in the world do they measure these?
I don't know. Well, I mean, you know when they go to Skull Island and we found out that there's been like generations of big King Kongs before him? I guess they're probably just measuring the eye socket of the skulls? No way. Gargantos? Wait, look, there's the guy with the weird eye collection. So you're telling me that Gargantos, that weird monster from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, is almost 2,500 millimeters in diameter and is almost as tall as that guy is in the back?
Can I have his eye?
You can have whatever you want, Kylie, okay? But guys, look all the way to the left of the screen. Look at where we started and where we ended up. We can't even see the original anti.
I know. This is so big compared to the other ones. But you know whose eye is bigger?
I guess let's see. Let's play the clip and find out. All right, let's see. And Kylie, is that you?
It's mine!
Why are you at the end of this list?
Well, I told you guys I had the biggest eyes.
But you don't, though.
You know, Spark, I think we have to take the L on this one. I think we were wrong.
I guess. I mean, you gotta trust everything that you see on YouTube, right?
Well, I digress. Kylie, I think you got this one.
Does that mean I win?
Sure. You win the biggest eyeball.
I win!
And speaking of trusting everything on YouTube, you guys should trust me when I say to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We're almost at our first 1,000 subs, so keep smashing that like button and interacting with this video because you guys are awesome. And you do not want to miss our first 1,000 sub party. It's gonna be crazy. And Kylie's gonna be there with her big eyeballs.
Hi!
Kylie, why are you stretching out your eyelids like that?
So they can see my eyes, that's why.
Okay, Kylie, stop doing that. If the wind blows, your face will change like that forever, okay? So click on one of the videos popping up on your screen right now, and we'll see you guys over there. See you later.
I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.